3. And then I'll share it to some of the of those things that I do. The watch parties.
A watch party. Not a crotch party.
Watch party right up in here.
Just
Jump right on these happy balls. Gotta put this to get out of my way.
Thanks a lot, Brennan.
Thanks a lot, Brennan. I don't know, are bonita fish big? Yeah, they're trophy fish.
They're a trophy fish, so
they're pretty
yeah.
big. I was asking questions about the story.
We just watched that movie for like the 11th time this year.
The best movie I've ever seen. And hang on, folks. We're just getting set up here, so bear with me. And Greg, bear with us. Hold on.
Bear with the bear.
Bear with the bear, the dig diggy chicky bone chicken bone wow.
Wow. You can sing.
Upset the
You got a voice like Fergie and Jesus.
bear went over the mountain. Fergie, love you long time.
I bet. Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Looking like a couple of ass
That's
hats.
exactly what I want to look like.
Nice.
Ass hat to bat. Tune into the Rut Club Radio. Radio. Rut Club Radio.
That's pretty dramatic.
Call now for your Rut Club Radio. 262-757-4122.
We pulled the wings off of a fly and it died.
Worldwide. Start. Yes. Here we go. Oh,
Is this how it's going to be up at deer camp? We're just going to be repeating stupid movie lines?
I mean, I will.
I can roll with that.
I don't have any other jobs.
Okay.
Okay, hey guys, we're live. This is the Where to Hunt podcast. I'm Eric, and this is
Greg.
And we're just getting fired up about the gun opener, but first, the rut.
Man, clearly, look how orange you are.
Yeah, we're orange. We're decked out in our blaze.
Sort
we're
of.
blazed out. Some call that bling. We're blinging. We're blazing.
You're blazing.
Well, that's not what's happening here. Let's just take it easy, guys. We're not doing that.
Save that for after the show.
Oh, that's a funny hashtag for the season.
Oh, boy.
Blazing on gin and juice. Blazing on guns and bows.
Something like that.
No hose. No mind on my does and my
Come on, keep it going.
gun on my bucks. Hey, I can't rap. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm not sure what you guys are witnessing, but it's not pretty. We're still I'm just going to share this with like one more watch party, and then I'll just, give my undivided attention. Maybe Greg can talk for a minute.
You want me to talk? What do you want me to talk about? I can talk.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I got.
Well,
what did you see?
Nothing.
When you were out?
I saw nothing.
I saw a cool picture of like a creek bottom, a lot of thick stuff, and maybe a thumb.
It looks promising, and just the deer never came.
What? Let me ask you. What in your mind made it look promising? Just the pretty scenery, or did you actually see sign? Did you see a heavy trail? Did
That's
you
a
see
good question.
rubs?
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. Now you're cooking with gas.
Yeah. Yep.
No, I did see some good sign. I saw a couple rubs.
Okay.
I saw one scrape, so not a lot of scrapes.
Okay.
Lot of tracks, and then based on the wind direction and where food was and this bottom and just the property boundaries, I thought I would be onto something good. But I did see a lot of bad. So I was thinking maybe there'd be bucks scent checking that, and based on my wind, like I feel like everything I've learned put me in the perfect spot. They just never showed up. So
maybe after all, it wasn't quite the perfect spot.
Yeah, no, I guess
Bummer.
not. But hey, there's some folks in here. Connor, what's going on?
What's up, Connor?
Connor's my main man, but
he's always our main man
because I like him.
He's our number one fan.
Bruce, hello. I think you got a buck.
Bruce Ritter Clark.
Like to see
Big
that.
Hoss.
Yeah, like you probably make every buck look tiny because you're so huge. And before we really, really, really get started.
Oh, here we go.
So I don't know what this is, y'all. This is I can't really pronounce it. Lafrog. This is a wow. I can't pronounce anything on this bottle, and I'm not drunk. Islay single malt Scotch whiskey.
Let me see this.
It's like Island, but like not. And we're gonna keep talking shit here until people call in. So
Lafroig. We'll go with
how do you say
Lafroig.
this word?
Islay single malt.
You lay pipe.
Well, I've done that a time or two. I do come from the trades.
We're gonna have me make you a steam fitter.
No.
We're gonna try this. It's not very gold, right? Well, maybe it's because of the green bottle. Let's see how this looks.
That looks pretty golden.
No, it's pretty light.
Yeah, lighter than that other stuff you were drinking. All right.
That's pretty light.
That's a hoity-toity wrist action you got going there.
Yeah, well,
Show me how to do that again.
I don't know. I'm just trying to show folks. You hear that on the mic?
I think you said something to the effect of it looks like pee before. It smelled like pee.
It smells like smoke. Peat.
Oh, well, there you go.
Pee. Clank the glasses here.
Clank the glasses. Here we
Cheers
go.
to Ruck Club Radio and the gun opener.
Yeah, the gun opener.
Oh yeah, that's peaty. It's got a good smoky flavor.
It's definitely smoky.
It feels like, how do they smoke the liquid? It's a real smoky barrel.
It's the barrels that they're...
A real smoky barrel. Wow. Well, I like it, I think. All right, so
Now
Rock Club Radio.
We need something to eat with that.
Well, we're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fajitas later. Here's the cap.
The cap.
Cap her off for now. Yeah, I hunted a plot of land that my buddy owns. He had closed on a property, and he's like, "Hey, man, you can come hunt." I was like, "No shit, I can hunt private land for like the first time in my life," and I did, and it didn't go bad. It just didn't go. I realized
if you have that property again, if you continue to keep that permission,
yeah,
you need to go plant some cameras on it.
Yeah, cameras for sure, and then additionally,
find some trees to.
I struggle bust my way up the tree with my clunkety clunker tree stand, which is fine.
Clankety clankety.
It's just yeah, I need a new setup. One that can get me in more efficiently, more quietly.
I happen
less
to have
loudly.
something on the way.
Okay. What comments for folks that are watching? You can comment in the comment section. Also, there's a number on the bottom of the screen you can call in. I'd love to hear people calling. It was so orange. Yes, I'd love to hear people calling in to give us some.
They call him the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah. Some feedback about what you're seeing out in the deer woods. I just spotted $2 on the way. No, sorry, it was $1. Well, it could have been 2.
That was a doe in branches, is what it was.
No, so I stopped to glass, and it was on the way to get the scotch, and it was definitely a buck.
Were you using the bottle, the glass?
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Ahoy! But the other one could have been a buck. It just, if it were, it was a really small one.
Little fella.
So I was thinking, wow, these two were coming at each other in such a way that, are they sizing each other up? Like, is this a doe? Is he locked down? I was trying to understand the behavior, what I was seeing right here in Oconomowoc. Would they be locked down with a doe now?
They could be. The bigger ones definitely could be, but the younger ones are left to fend for themselves and look for other activities.
Yeah, the one buck was definitely a buck. I could tell it probably didn't have more than 4 or 3 points on the one side, so it's either a small 8 or a young 6 or whatever. And the other one I just couldn't tell. Could have been a 2-pointer.
Yep, could have been
a fork.
Wisconsin 11-pointer.
Some interesting scotch. Oh, we do have a caller. Who do we got?
Probably put an earpiece in here.
Yeah, you can do that. It says you're screening, so I'm going to wait till the screening is done. If you try to dupe me, I will drop you. I hope you're real.
Drop you like a bad habit.
Yeah, when a hog get an attitude, drop it like it's hot. When a pranker calls into the Where to Hunt podcast, drop it like it's hot.
Oh, hold on. Satellites are linking.
Blink, block, blink, block, bloop, bloop, bleep, blop, bloop, blink, blink. Come on.
Holland, Michigan. It shouldn't be but it could be.
I think, wow, it's taken a long time to process. What did they say into the mic?
Probably donkey punch stuff or something like last time.
Two colors. So we got, I know this guy. Howdy from Holland, Michigan. You're live on the Where to Hunt podcast. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How we doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Howdy doody, Clay.
Oh, I'm very relaxed right now. I'm
Are you drinking some scotch?
sitting in my hotel room. Not yet. I want to, though.
So no
Not
kids.
Yet. That is
and
later on.
You miss your wife dearly, so you're not stressed.
Nope, not stressed at all. I was stressed last weekend, and for about the week and a half prior to that, sitting in my blinds and stands, not seeing much of anything. So that was very, very frustrating. But We did have our gun opener in Michigan on Friday, which I was out with my father-in-law. We hunted some state land up north on the Pure Marquette River, and we saw a lot of tracks, lots of deer activity, a couple rubs, not much as far as scrapes go, but we saw where they were coming in and out of the woods, feeding on acorns like crazy.
Oh, you had acorns, eh?
And we thought, what's that?
You had some acorns, eh?
Oh, yeah, they were eating up them acorns like real good, So there was a bunch of activity right around there. So we thought we'd put our blinds up in that sort of area where we had some decent shooting lanes and all that.
Okay.
And come to find out, nothing. There was nothing that happened all day. We sat from dawn until dusk and saw not one deer.
What'd you snack
on? Not one. I snacked on, what did I have? I had sunflower seeds. I had a couple protein bars and some jerky.
Wow, that's a good, yeah.
Sounds like an excellent dinner.
Oh, yeah.
I should have brought a book, but I don't know how to read so good. So
Cripes all Friday.
Words are hard.
Learn how to read a little bit.
Good deal. So you didn't see much?
No, didn't see anything. We saw more deer on the side of the road on the way to and from our hunting spot than we did.
Deer? Sleeping deer, very tired ones?
Permanently napping, yes.
Yeah. Well, darn, man.
Yeah, they were permanently napping.
So that's good, and I know we're going to miss you at deer camp this year. I'm
not happy about that.
I want to punch someone in the face. I'm not sure who's going to be the brunt end of that. But
it's probably going to be me because I'm your replacement, little do you
know. Your left.
Jab to the cheek.
So yeah, I mean, down here. So I'm actually down here in Columbus, Ohio, right now. And as soon as I crossed the border, the size of the deer that I saw on the road, even in the fields and all that, they're monstrous down here.
Okay,
corn fed, baby.
That's right. Some bourbon deer right there.
So I was even. Yeah, I've been even thinking about like the possibility of getting an out-of-state tag and coming down here trying to find some public land down here next year.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I think
I just wanted to call in and say, hey, see how you guys are doing. And
Ohio tags are supposed to be fairly reasonable for out-of-staters, and I know some guys from Ohio don't really care for that, but it's a pretty affordable hunt, I think.
Yeah, Clay, I'm glad you called in, man. Thanks for.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Hey, have a good night. I'll be watching on the app. So
that's great.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, boys.
Adios.
We'll see you later.
All right, so we got our next caller coming on the line. Looks like it's Matthew out of Lansing, Michigan. Matthew, you're live on the show. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you guys?
Doing well, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yep. Thanks for having me. Good show you got going on. Figured I'd call in and
thanks.
Wish you luck this weekend. We had our yeah.
Yeah,
I was hunting Michigan opener like that last guy.
Sure.
How'd you do? What'd you see?
And got a 6-point on Saturday. Saw plenty of does on Friday. Was hoping my brother would get a doe, but no luck for him. So.
Sure. You guys have a kind of an interesting kind of set of rules and regulations. It sounds like you get a restricted and a non-restricted buck tag. Am I right in thinking that?
Yes. So I used my non-restricted tag on that. But if you're hunting in a CWD area, like mid-Michigan is all CWD, you can use either tag for anything, really.
Okay. And
they kind of loosen up the laws. And
so how does that work? So if you buy an archery license in Michigan, do you automatically get 2 restricted tags, or you get a restricted and non-restricted tag for bow? Or
no, you have to ask for a combo license.
Okay, so that's gun and bow then.
Yep.
Okay. So those are your 2 buck tags.
But then you can also. Yep. Yeah, you only get 2 for the year.
Okay.
And then you can also during archery season, you can use one of your buck tags on a doe as well.
Interesting. So
They really just want you to smack all the deer, it sounds like.
right.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was typing.
So you got a 6-pointer, and you're waiting for. You were hoping your brother would shoot a doe. Sounds like.
Yep. Yeah, he hasn't shot a deer before, so I put him right in my spot and said there was
cool.
does here last night.
Perfect.
Hopefully you can get something, and he ended up lucking out. But
Okay.
How long is the gun season there?
Yeah, your season's
about 2 weeks.
I was gonna say
for
your season's 2 weeks, isn't
regular gun season.
So you got what? One more week to go?
Yep.
it? Yeah, their last.
Yeah,
week
till
goes
the
with our-
30th.
Goes with
Our
our
first.
Day.
There's
Yep.
a little overlap. Okay.
Yep.
And is that? So are you gonna get out? Are you out like this whole coming week? Do you have off of work? Or are you gonna try to get out on the weekend again? Or what does that look like for you?
Next week I've got some time off. Luckily it's Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
everybody has a few vacation days.
Sure.
And then I'm going to take an extra day during that week. And then during the later season, there's also like a late doe firearm.
Yep, we have that too.
And
we have 2 of them.
And then the CWD area, it's like any firearm is allowed. So it's no longer just muzzleloader for that later season for muzzleloader bucks.
Nice, man. And you're on public land or private?
Mix of both. The one I shot this past weekend was on private. The doe I shot earlier in the season was on public.
That felt good.
It's nice to spread it around a little bit. You don't overpressure your especially if it's like the small pieces we have. You know, they're under 40 acres.
Well, the private I hunted was 7 acres.
Oh, there
Real
you go.
small slice there.
Yep, I've got a little 5-acre piece, and then I have a 28-acre piece that I can hunt.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's good to not overpressure it though, and you'll have other options with all the public around.
Yeah, you don't want to burn it up.
No.
Yeah, that definitely helps. I've noticed a few of the places I found online recently. I wanted to scout, and there'd be 8 cars, and it's like I'm moving to the next piece.
It's a challenge. It's definitely not easy. You know, the fact that you got a doe on public, that's a trophy, man. That's a nice meat trophy right there. I mean, I had a shot at a doe on public a couple weeks ago with this guy here, and
Yeah.
you know, I didn't take it. She was real young, and you know, I want to hear you killed a baby for my wife. But I also thought she was going to draw on a buck. You know, I didn't know if she was a hot doe or not, and I thought, well, if I draw on her right now, what are the chances of Mr. Big Guy coming down the line chasing after her? So I figured, let's just not. I would have felt bad. It's just she was so small. But that's me.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I hadn't really seen bucks chasing much until this weekend when I let those does pass. Like right at last light, you could see one of the bucks go through, nose to the ground, chasing after him. But that was the first time all season. So
Yeah, it's been mixed results. I mean, we've heard people seeing deer and chasing and doing things, and you know, there's plenty of people out there that put video out that bucks are along with does and pushing away other bucks, and you know, they have success that way.
Yeah, when we were out, not this past weekend, but 2 weekends ago, you had heard some rut action. You heard 2 bucks fighting, and
I heard fighting. I heard grunting. And then I had the buck probably about 40 yards away. I could see the red brush moving. I could hear him grunt, and I could hear him rubbing, and you know, the branches hitting his antlers. And then anytime something else would come, you could hear something else walking around out there, and then all of a sudden he'd take off grunting and chasing after it again. So there was something going on back there. Just couldn't see what because it was so thick. But pretty cool encounter.
it's exciting to be out there and listen to. So.
Yeah, it is, because you just don't know if it's coming your way and when it's coming your way. You just try to be ready, and I was pretty much on the ready until it was time to get down. And after I got down, I could hear him grunting and chasing something around out there. It's like, well, he's not coming over here. He's pretty happy where he's at.
Well, cool, Matthew. Dude, thanks for calling in,
Cool.
and out of Michigan too. Good luck the rest of your gun opener season, your gun season here, and continue to follow along. I have 2 give outs to do because I got sick as a dog last week and totally dropped the ball on that. So I'm gonna spin 2 wheels of death, and you'll be entered to win a Heated Hunt product. So stay tuned for that. I got your name in the hopper here. So
All right. Well, good luck to you guys this weekend.
thanks,
Thank you.
man.
You
Appreciate
too.
it. Bye.
Bye.
All right, next calling in, as long as I don't hang up on myself.
Don't do it.
We got Alex from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. What's up, buddy?
Hey man, how you doing?
Good. It's been I feel like a couple of years, but I know you follow along.
Yeah. I do what I can, busy, and I know you've got your family and everything, so that's life, right?
You got it, man. No, that's how it goes. But you always get nice bucks every year, and you're hunting public or private?
I gave up on public land after going about 4 years without seeing a deer, and now I hunt private land in Richland County, which it's probably one of the top deer populated areas in the state, and not many people know this, but it's actually a mountain range out there in southwest Wisconsin, the Okochee Mountains and Driftless region,
I
and
just call it bluff
it's also
country.
a lot more work.
Yeah,
It's a ton of work.
It's a ton of work.
I was out. Did you hear the drifting episode?
I didn't know. I'll have to. I'm guessing that's available on demand somewhere.
Yeah, it's on the, I don't know, wherever you consume podcasts. So we spent some time out on the drift list. So anyway, sorry. And we're going to be going out. Greg's coming with to deer camp.
Just past Richland. Oh, we're
yeah.
in Grant County, so it should be pretty fun. I've hunted turkeys out that way, but I've never had the opportunity or made the time to go out there and hunt deer. Always hunted around the marshes and stuff around home here, so should be different. Be weird not getting my boots wet.
I wish the best of luck. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity that I do. I've got some family members that just built a house out there on the side of the mountain, and
nice.
I can literally sit on their porch, and I shot a 10-point buck from their porch while watching the Badger game a few years ago. So,
Wait, so you're sure not hunting in
living's
the UP,
good.
then,
I
right?
can
This
be.
is Wisconsin, what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, this is Wisconsin.
Sound like a Youper. No offense. I know a lot of Youpers.
Uh-huh.
Just saying. That's awesome, dude. That's really freaking cool.
Was he eating corn or was he eating other bird seed?
Well, he was running down the hill, and it was going to the corn and soybean fields. So
Nice.
Because
that's
he
where
heard,
he's
because
heading,
he
but
heard you slid
no
the
baiting,
patio door open.
He's like, oh, I know what time it is. No, that's cool, man. So you're
all
in the
kidding aside,
driftless
that's
region, and I mean, have you been out this season so far with a bow or crossbow, or what do you? I think you have a crossbow, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah, I got a crossbow. Went out a couple times this year. I see plenty of deer. I mean, I see a couple dozen deer a weekend, and it's not that I don't have the opportunity to shoot them. It's just that, waiting for the big ones to walk in front of me, and I switched from a compound bow to a crossbow about 5 years ago because I missed a 12-point buck at about 20 yards away, and I'm never making that mistake again. And like I said, it's great being able to have that private land opportunity, and hopefully this year I'm able to get a couple of them. Being able to, last year finally got a rangefinder this year, and I found out the shot that I got was a lot farther than I thought, but it was right through the heart, like all of them. So being able to hit them it was almost 150, almost 175 yards, somewhere in that range, and being able to do that it's a lot better than a crossbow where they got to get right in front of you.
That's good shit, dude. What is the range on that crossbow? Like accurately with 56 yards? Eddie, get out of here. Come on. Got a dog in
I'd
the
say it's
studio.
probably about 50 yards, maybe
Sir
maybe
Master.
65 if it's a big deer and you want to take a chance.
Okay. I think our buddy Mike borrowed your crossbow the one year and ripped his seats with the broadhead.
Oh boy, Didn't he have a lease too?
Yeah, he had a lease car, and he shredded the shit out of his seat with the broadhead. And we were like in a swamp, just the most covered in mosquitoes I think I've ever been in my life. I think that was my breaking point, and his too. And we're like, fuck this. Let's just go get breakfast. And I think he forgot it in the woods or something, so he had to go back later and get it.
Oh, my.
And then he ripped his seat.
The truth comes out now on the podcast.
Hey, look, it was not me. It was my buddy Mike. Mike, I know you listen sometimes.
Yeah, I heard that mosquitoes are bad.
Fucking devil bugs, man.
I've had those days.
Terrible. Just terrible. But no, that's good. So and then you're going
Are
out
you
to the gun
doing...
opener?
Yeah, of course. Heading out Friday night after work and going to make about the 3-hour drive southwest to Oshkosh, and hopefully we'll be able to get one of those big ones we've seen on pictures and trail cameras, on people's pictures on their phones, from their bird feeders, that there are 10 and 12-point bucks everywhere. They're just not there when I'm there and where I am when I'm sitting down at the top of a mountain on top of a tree stand. So it's frustrating.
It's frustrating. So, gosh, I mean, that would be fun because you probably have I'd love to take like a 300-yard shot with my scope on my rifle, man. Just sniping deer.
It's almost like you're hunting in the mountains like you're out in Colorado. It's such a steep slope, and one reason I don't take a shot on a lot of deer is because I don't want to have to go and get them. I got a messed up foot. I don't know if you remember that, but
yeah.
We had to drag out a doe I shot with a crossbow a few years ago and had to go through thorns and carry it down the side of a hill and had to go over a cliff and almost died. So I prefer not to do that anymore.
You gotta get a 4-wheeler, buddy.
So we got a Ranger, but it's too steep.
Oh, I suppose. What's that mountain range called again?
I can't pronounce it because it's a Native American name, but it's the Okochee or Wakochee.
The Witchy Footy.
You can slap a Google on there, and I'm sure it'll give you some more information on it. But it's really steep. I mean, and it's a really unique property too because there's a cave on it, and I'm thinking I might sit on top of the cave because it's looking over pretty much a sheer drop, and you can see for half a mile. You could probably shoot a deer if you wanted to.
That's fascinating. This is cool, man. I appreciate the call because that was something new to learn. I'll have to do a little bit more Googling, and we can talk about it next week when we go back on to figure it out. The Wisconsin Range. I'm seeing a lot of Googling called the Wisconsin Range, but
Pinocchio Hills or something like that.
Pinocchio Mountains, the Alps of Wisconsin, backpacker.com. Pinocchio? Pinocchies?
Yep.
I don't know why I just keep saying it. That's great, man.
I think it's spelled with an O.
Huh.
Yep.
Good shit. That's cool. Well, dude, good luck this weekend, and thanks for calling in the Rut Club Radio. You're entered in to win a heated hunt, so I don't know if you know what that product line is, but check out heatedhunts.com, and we'll put you in a drawing. I'll do the announcement tomorrow along with the one from last week that I missed because I got sick as hell. So, cool.
Oh.
Thanks, Alex. It's good to hear from you, buddy.
Yeah, nice to hear from you, too. We'll have to do some ice fishing this year as well.
I'll get out. I'll be out this year ice fishing for sure. I'm a native of lake country, so I'll be at some of the lakes in this area. And I've taken it pretty seriously these recent years. So, but yeah, man, thanks for calling.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Absolutely. Talk to you soon, man.
All right, adios. Good luck.
Peace. Bye.
Bye. I always want to say peace be with you.
Peace be with you.
And with your spirit.
May the farce be with you.
That's good. 3 callers in about 30 minutes. We're live still. We'll hang out for a couple minutes. Sometimes we get a straggler that pops in, and we'll extend ourselves a little bit here. If Eddie would quit licking himself, that'd be great.
You should zoom the camera in on that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
You might get in trouble for animal porn or something.
I'll send it to Instagram.
There you go.
Here you go,
Instagram
Ed.
that.
Are you Insta famous, Ed?
He will be now.
Yeah, we're just wrapping up on this segment so we can go eat food, but let me turn this camera around. Oh, hey, Ed.
And now you depressed him. He's camera shy.
Ed, stay in the chair. Just look up. There he is. All right, here's the the podcast.
His podcast mascot. You know, Ed.
Ed. Not we.
Ed the Boxador. Part Labrador, part boxer.
And he's sitting on the weird chair. That's what I call it.
It is a little weird.
Check out our Instagram and Facebook if you want to see the podcast mascot, Ed. We do have another call. We got a couple minutes for you, Bruce. Welcome to the show. You're live on the Word Hunt podcast. How you doing, bud?
What's up, man?
So, are you driving again?
I am. Can you hear me any better? I probably got an egg
You
headset.
must be driving because
It's okay. I
on
just
the
know you're
auto
always
screen
driving.
it says big house, but we know who you are. So.
It does say big house. Big house.
From Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, I finally got a headset, so it should be a little bit better.
Dude, I think thank you, but I think we got a new I know we call you Big House, but I think we got a new nickname for you.
Big house.
Big House. Then you can play that Rage Against Machine song because I'm housing. That's your jam when you roll up.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
So you you over the road today, or are you actually just driving in the old pickup truck heading for home?
No, I just finished my hunt up yesterday, and I'm headed out to Washington.
Okay, so you're westbound and down.
Back to work. Westbound and up. I'm going up northwest.
That's the opposite of eastbound and down.
Right.
So, what's that guy's name on that
Exactly
show?
It's Jerry Reed.
What's his show name?
Yeah.
Eastbound and down?
Yeah.
Dukes of Hazzard?
No, that's
Oh,
not Hazard.
No,
That's
you're
Smoking
talking
the Bandit.
Yeah,
Come, you're killing me.
Smoking a Bandit.
You know, okay.
We gotta educate you. You need to.
No. I'm educated as fuck
You're right.
because of the scotch. Bruce, dude, what's going on, man?
Jesus.
Get on with this.
Oh, nothing. I just going down the road, man. Got you guys popped up listening, and
That's a hell of a buck you got.
we're gonna call in and see what's up.
Any buck you get that looks big is big because you're huge.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to have gotten him, man. He's by far my personal best, and
Awesome.
Personal best.
I'm super
Dude,
happy with
really?
it.
Shut the front door. That's a big
Definitely
deal.
my first.
Wow.
It's my personal best for whitetail. Yeah.
Is that the one that's in your profile picture on Facebook?
Yeah,
Can
no.
I share it with the audience?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Woo-wee. Look at
I
that.
actually shot him almost the last 45 minutes or so of daylight on Saturday night, and I recovered him early Sunday morning.
Yeah, he's got it's sort of two brow tines. One is kind of forked, and the other one is literally two brow tines. It's awesome.
Gee Williker, man.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, he's got some good character to him, that's
I
for
would
sure.
say
There we go. That's a
That's
good
cool.
shot.
that's neat.
Holy cripes, man. Congratulations. So was he in rut activity? What happened? I mean, we'll need the dive version.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to wrap up. And we'll get the full version later.
Yeah,
I'll call back
so-
in,
Yeah, he was kind of rut activity over where we're at right now. They're kind of they're off their first set of does, and they're out searching really hard for their second set of does.
Sure.
And I was kind of banking on that on this property, and he kind of came out picture perfect, man. I mean, I wish I would have done my job a little bit better, but and been able to make that first shot. I ended up having to shoot him a couple times. That's a long story, but it's kind of funny how it turned out. First shot was actually the kill shot. I just panicked.
Well, the panicking served you
And,
right because you got him. And your shot ethics, obviously. So I'm sure you had no problem penetrating anything.
Yeah, if you got that much weight of center,
Say
I'm sure.
that again.
Your shooting ethics,
Actually,
obviously. So
I hope you guys are. I know you guys are standing up right now, technically, but you might want to sit down for this one.
Uh-oh.
I shot him with a gun.
What?
wait, did you shoot with a pistol?
Believe it or not. No, I shot him with a rifle. Believe it or not.
What state were you hunting?
Indiana.
Okay. Indiana is a rifle state.
Yeah. Yep. So, well, it's rifle on private.
Okay. Are you limited to a certain caliber for
Yeah.
deer?
Not anymore. Not on private. You're
Okay.
not.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I think I thought I
So,
had heard that Ohio and Indiana might have been limited. At least Ohio, I thought I'd heard that it
They
was
are.
limited.
They are on public.
Okay.
I don't know about Ohio, but I do know that in Indiana, on public land, you are limited to basically pistol rounds being shot out of a rifle
Okay.
platform.
Gotcha.
Nothing. You can't use any kind of necked ammo. It's necked at all.
Sure. Straight wall cartridges only.
Straight wall cartridges, yeah. So,
44.
but if you're on
444.
private land, you can use whatever you want, basically.
Sure.
I'm sure there's a caliber limitation, but I don't own a caliber that high.
Yeah.
Because I know you can still shoot a 300 Win Mag if you want to.
Perfect.
So,
That's
I
cool.
ended up taking this one with my 308.
Okay.
Perfect.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah,
It's a
I
stud
was
of a
not.
buck.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, I'm stoked. Don't get me wrong, man. We all know I'm a big archery guy, and I would love to have done it with my bow, man.
Sure.
But
Well,
properties I was actually going to that where I was going to go bow hunt. I talked to one of the other guys out there, Adam. He's actually he owns all the leases out there. And I talked to him, said, I'm going to head over to this stand. He goes, you know what, dude? All the bucks have been showing up over at the Mile, which is another farm, the neighboring farm. And we pretty much only gun hunt that thing. I mean, there's a few bucks that have been taken with a bow, but that was like pure luck kind of thing. Just the way it's set up, there's just hardly any opportunity to shoot it with a bow.
Okay.
Because everything's so wide open.
Yeah, that's hard.
And he said all the bucks have been showing up over there. And he's like, you got your gun with you? And I was like, well, yeah, because I actually just killed a doe in the biggest, oldest deer in my life. I killed last week in Kentucky. I shot a doe, and I don't know how old she is. All I know is when I laid her next to two bucks that were 2.5. One was a 2.5-year-old, one was probably a 3.5-year-old. She dwarfed both of them. She was 189 pounds
That's
dressed.
a big doe.
Oh, shit. Hard to drag.
She
too,
was
it's only got
all
horns.
gray. Big old long. Yeah, well, I had to drag her 125 yards straight uphill to get her to the truck.
Wow.
That wasn't fun.
Oh, shit.
But
Oh, gosh.
that's the oldest deer I've taken, and the processor deals with a lot over there. He deals with a lot of those deer. And he's like, man, that's probably one of the oldest does I've ever seen.
That's cool,
he
man.
thought she was somewhere between 5 and 6 for a doe, somewhere in there. He said that'd be a safe bet. I don't know for sure. I'll have somebody take a look at her, but
It's a trophy doe.
I did keep some of the teeth.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest one that's the biggest, oldest doe I've ever shot. So
Cool.
I came off of that and came back over to Indiana and ended up taking the biggest buck so far that I've had to harvest. So
Yeah, the neck
pretty
of
happy
that
with
thing
it.
is crazy.
there's a lot of rut activity going on. 30, it was 1/8 of an inch. It was 32 and 7/8 on the neck.
Imagine that like what's my neck.
Wow.
It ain't that.
Right at 30. It was just under 33 inches.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I brought a taxidermist said he has to order I actually talked to Trev over there at East Coast
Oh, yeah.
bow hunting.
He just
He
texted
confirmed
me.
the same thing. He was telling me. Yeah, he confirmed the same thing. I told him the measurements on that deer, and he was like, dude, that taxidermist can't even buy a whitetail form that big.
No, that might
The
be a
biggest one
mule
he can buy is
deer.
32. He said he's got to buy a large mule deer
Yep.
and reshape it.
Wow. Dude, that's
So-
something, huh? Jeez, just stories on stories with this.
Yeah, he's got a neck on him for sure, man. He was a warrior. He took 3 308 shots, 3 bullets from a 165 grain Hornady out of a 308. He took 3 of them like a champ. Got up 3 times and walked into the woods.
Wow.
Beast. What a beast.
He was a warrior. He
I would say.
was a warrior, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
That's Cool.
Well, Bruce,
I don't know, it was a good time, man. But there's plenty of rut activity going on, man. That's for
Thank
sure.
you.
It's still going on,
well, dude, thanks for
at
calling
least
in.
in our area.
I'm gonna cut you short just because we gotta switch gears and get ready for the next segment. So, congratulations, man.
Yeah, congrats. It's an awesome deer.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Safe travels. Get
Yeah,
to your
drive safe.
destination safely.
Oh, yeah. See if we can't get Connor to call in on the next segment. We got to call him out and make him call in,
I
because
have
he
a
just
feeling
shot
he
at
might.
Mandy, too, man.
Yep, I have a feeling
He
he
worked-
might be calling in.
And he worked hard for it, too.
Yeah, that boy
I
works
hope he
real
does,
hard.
man. I'd love to hear the story. He works hard.
Yeah,
He works hard for his stuff, man. That's
Yep.
for
he's a
sure.
good guy. Well, we'll find out. Stay tuned, man.
All right, guys.
All right, bye.
All right, take
Yeah,
care.
sure, I will. Yeah, no. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
All right,
Adios.
bye-bye.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and end the Rut Club Radio segment, and we'll be back on a little bit for the regular airing of the show. So we'll